Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Den of Tools. We got some big news in the world of hardware and tools. It's bad news if you're a stock owner over at Big Orange because they just announced that they're going to miss their quarterly earnings. Now, this is a big deal because, companies do this from time to time. They're up, they're down, all that kind of stuff. But this is going to be the biggest miss in 20 years, and that includes during the pandemic. All right. Now, of course, after everyone got settled in the pandemic, things came back. They bounced back. People started getting all this money from the government and whatnot. And they were all working at home. They said, hey, we're going to fix up the house and whatnot, which has been just gangbusters for Home Depot and for Lowe's and for Menards and Ace and Harbor Freight and all the hardware stores going on. But the biggest miss in 20 years is huge news. And of course, the markets reacted strongly. You walked right off the plank there with those numbers. They looks like a dead cat bounce there. They tried to finish strong, but by end of day, they were down and down hard. Now, Lowe's did get some collateral damage from this, and they've bounced back and been able to maintain this. But if you're looking for shorts, I would be looking to short Lowe's right now. Good luck trying to get somebody to buy those, though, because they're the number two. They've been struggling to keep up. They've been trying to recenter themselves to figure out who they're going to be when they grow up, and because they really want to compete and beat Home Depot, and they're just not there yet, and their numbers can't be doing nearly as good as Home Depot's, and Home Depot's are not well at all. Now, all this to say, this could be foretelling about the U.S. economy. A lot of us are looking at the economy going, hey, it looks like home sales are cooling off. There's all the, hiring is cooling off. It looks like spending. Well, retail sales is up, but it's springtime and people are coming out of hibernation stuff. That could be the cause for that. But I can tell you, they're not spending it on their homes. Even if retail sales are up, if the trend is away from the home, that means for hardware, it's going to be bad. Now look at this. Actually, I skipped there. This is interesting news, and let me tie this all together here before you kind of wander off. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, is selling their entire stake in TSMC. Now, they've held quite a bit for a while. They've been selling it off recently. They finally said, forget it, we're getting rid of the rest of it. TSMC is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation. I think I got that right. They are, by sales numbers, the largest semiconductor manufacturer in the world. Well, as the world moves forward, semiconductors are only going to be more in demand. Everything else is becoming smart this, smart that, and they all need chips to go into them. So you would think an investment in TSMC would be a sound investment, and old Berkshire Hathaway there doesn't usually make rookie mistakes like selling off something that's about to be a good thing. So why do you think they're selling? I think we all know why, and that's because China is about to do a repo on Taiwan, is what it looks like, and Berkshire Hathaway is pulling out. Now, why am I talking about this on a tool channel? Well, where's the hot tool manufacturing happening right now? It's happening in Taiwan. Taiwan is the new Japan, and they're all the hot new grade A tool truck and tool truck alternatives are being made there. And yes, a lot of the tool truck stuff, Matco, some stuff from Cornwell, other places are being made in Taiwan. I don't know about Mac, Snap-on. The stuff that they're getting that's not made in the U.S. I think is made mostly in Spain. Vietnam. They do have some stuff in China. I don't know if they have anything in Taiwan. With all the stuff they sell, they probably do. That said, I know a lot of you are already on your keyboards typing away going, woohoo, manufacturing coming back to the U.S. Slow your roll there, folks. We've been trying that, all right? Stanley Black & Decker, the largest hardware manufacturer in the world, tried it and failed in Texas, of all places. They walked away from a just million, if not billion-dollar investment. They've closed 2 plants. They're just like, we can't do it. We tried, we can't do it. Now, I'm a huge advocate. I would love to see it. I've been a major advocate for Tecton and their new laser mill technique, which is fantastic. They use a 4-step process here. There you go. Laser cut, CNC milled, heat treated, and chrome plated to make some really fantastic made in USA, often made in Michigan parts, which is great. But there's an issue with this process, and that is it's not true forging, which means that you're not, well, there's some technical stuff in it. Basically, they're not as strong is what it comes down to, which is why they use them for the tools that they use them on. They use them on low torque applications. They don't put them on sockets. I don't see how you could do this kind of manufacturing process for sockets. And I'm a huge proponent of, really cool, futuristic, new ways to skin that cat, if you would. Case in point, I just got this sent to me from Crowd. I'm a big fan of what's called XYZ. I've built CNC machines. I've built 3D printers. I have a 3D printer in the other room. I have a couple laser cutters around here. Crowd just sent me this. Allegedly allows you to scan any 3D object and turn it into a model. It's fantastic. I'm all about rapid prototyping, rapid manufacturing, if we can do it. But I don't think we're going to see real manufacturing come back to the U.S. because just trying to get, you have to fight with the unions. That's always a big issue for people to do investment. And then on top of that, once you get past that point, the U.S. government comes in and the EPA is like, no, you can't do any of that. There's too many chemicals, too much off gassing, of course, and then there's the, was it NIMBA, not in my backyard folks who are like, oh, that's great. We want to see it, but not here. Maybe over there, go over to New Mexico. New Mexico's, nah, send it to Arizona. Arizona's like, sure, put it out in the desert. No, I'm joking. That's Nevada. Anyway, the point is that there's a lot of things lining up that are going to be an issue over the summer. And I say bad news, good news. The bad news is this is going to affect jobs. This is going to affect anybody who's invested in the company. I never like to see anybody doing poorly or anything like that. The good news is if you follow deals of the week here, and you do on the channel here, anytime the economy takes a downturn, that means sales go up. So look for coupons, look for sales. We'll be covering all of them. Make sure you've chopped the old like button, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell on your way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.